Hello, and welcome to another update video about CRO. The CRO chart is pulling back now. Yeah, we've covered it a couple of weeks ago, talked about this potential uptrend, the breakout of the wedge pattern there. And I gave you a support area back then. Support never broke, so we continue to push higher. Now we have a first decent pullback. I only still see 3 waves to the upside, no clear 5 waves up. And we are pulling back, okay, in quite a sharp way. I'd like to start to see some first reactions now. Two things to mention. First of all, this chart, as you might remember from previous updates, is not a crystal clear bullish chart. It's actually quite bearish. So we have an all-time low. Yeah, it can always build a new impulse from here, but it might be a chart that will never reach all-time highs again. But still, even in this corrective rally that we have on the chart here, it can always develop something more bullish, okay? But risk management always has to be your primary objective. So from a risk management point of view, I have to favor here a bearish scenario until the 50.3 cent level breaks to the upside. It's a pivot that will decide between a bearish outcome on this chart long term and a bullish comeback. Yeah, but short term the trend is up, so we're focusing on higher until support levels break. So that's one thing to mention. The other thing that is very difficult because on different exchanges, the CRO coin shows different bottoming structures, okay? Shows different bottoming structures, which makes this chart overall somewhat unreliable. Nevertheless, I wanted to share with you this potential to the upside from here. It's the most significant rally we've had in a long time, really since 2020, really. Yeah. So if you look at this, all these rallies before here, they have been quite weak. I mean, this is significant. So it's now at a key point because we have 3 waves up complete. So if the 4th holds support at 7.4 cents, then it can give us a 5th wave. Then we can look forward to another corrective pullback in wave B for people who want to trade the C wave higher. And if it turns into something more bullish, fine, okay? But for now, we are where we are. We can only really focus on what we see right now. The support level is between 9.6 cents and 7.4 with 8.3 sort of in the middle. And yeah, from there we can then watch for the 5th wave potentially to the upside as long as support is holding. So ideally this is forming a clearer ABC structure. At the moment it's just coming down. You can maybe add a trend line, but it's not reliable. Which might even have broken, to be honest, if you try to get most touch points here. Seems like the trend line broke. So, I cannot recognize a very clear 3-wave structure. It might already have been an A, B, C. Important to understand is such a wave 4 is typically an ABC structure. Yeah, it can turn into a triangle and something else. Wave 4s are often very frustrating. But what you need to understand is that ideally we want to see a clear ABC structure. And that B wave should start soon, to be honest. So A wave, B wave, C wave would be ideal. And as soon as I have the B wave in place, I can give you a target for C. Sometimes, obviously, they go directly. I mean, it's already quite deep in support, so it might not do that B-C step. It might just complete the wave 4 directly. And it could be that the ABC structure is hidden in this decline, which is quite sharp, which looks more like an A wave, but let's see. I mean, overall, as long as 7.4 cents is holding, this chart has impulsive potential and could give us a 5th wave to the upside. Yeah. What you also need to understand, and that would be my alternative. Yeah. Well, that would be my alternative is that the A wave is already here. We only have 3 waves up, which is what an A wave can do. And then we get that deeper B wave pullback. So that would be the alternative that gets live and active below 7.4 cents. So I will, after this video, I will also put an alternative wave A here, alternative wave B down there. But that would really only become valid and get valid below 7.4 cents. So it's not a crystal clear chart for various reasons. And on top of that, this is only a corrective rally. So we have to be mindful that this could just simply be an A wave, yeah, which in a B wave would pull back deeper, okay? It's just what they do. So the B wave could technically come down to 5.5 cents. So while this chart will lose its impulsive potential below 7.4 cents, this will not invalidate any further upside. But then we are dealing with poor probabilities because then it could be a B wave and then it might be wise to wait for the first 1-2 setup in wave C to re-enter. Just an idea. Okay, so normally when trading, you try to avoid charts that don't give you a very clear impulse because there are just too many options, or you just have to accept that it could easily break this support level. I mean, that's why it's orange, it's higher risk. Okay, until we have 5 waves up, the support levels are always orange, indicating higher risk. Okay, only after 5 waves up we have really a clear setup in any following pullback. That's my update about CRO. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.